Hello and welcome. As we step into the second week of February 2024, I extend my warmest greetings to you. I hope this message finds you in the heart of winter's embrace, surrounded by the enchantment that this season can bring. In this winter season, the world is draped in a serene blanket of snow. At least outside my window, it's that way. We all need to take some time to rest, to meditate, to allow tranquility to be a part of our days. This week we have Mercury gracefully moving into Aquarius, sparking innovation and forward thinking in our thoughts and our words and our communication. And a powerful new moon later in the week at 20 degrees. This lunar dance invites us to set intentions for originality and breakthroughs and the embrace of our unique self. As we explore the cosmic currents from February the 5th through to the 11th, let's embrace the magic of winter, the cosmic alignments, and the anticipation of love and connection as Valentine's Day approaches. I'm truly grateful to have you here. Thank you. Together, let's uncover the celestial insights for the week, tapping into the wisdom brought through by the tarot. I'm excited to share my insights, offer you guidance, and be a part of your journey as we navigate the ways of innovation and prepare for the love-infused celebrations of Valentine's Day. Wishing you cosmic inspiration and a week filled with love and breakthroughs. Let's explore the magic together as we turn to your own personal reading. I'll meet you there. Welcome, Libra. This is your weekly focus, February the 5th through to the 11th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and let's get right to the cards, shall we? Okay, Libra, let's see what the cards have to say for you. Our first card is the Seven of Swords. Okay, be a little bit careful here this week with what you share and to whom you share it with. Somebody may use your words against you. Somebody might be trying to get information in some way against you, or to ridicule you, to mock you, to make fun of you, to take your passion, to take your glory, to take your thunder. Just be careful of the people that are around you and who you're sharing things with. I always use for this card, you and a coworker, it's Monday morning and you're in the elevator, you're going up to the 5th floor to go to work. And you say, I had this fantastic idea to grow the productivity in the workspace. And you go on to tell them all about it. And you go, what do you think? And they're like, wow, that sounds fabulous. The boss is going to love that. Yeah, I'm going to tell them as soon as I get in there. So they turn towards the office, you turn towards the washrooms, and by the time you come into the office, you see your buddy shaking hands with the boss because they just sold your idea to them without you getting any of the credit. So, that's one scenario of many that can happen. So just be cautious of who you are sharing what with. Also, you're kind of taking stock here of what really has value in your life and what you want to take forward with you. Okay, we have full moon energy up till the weekend, so it is about closure. It is about completion. It is about understanding that some things no longer hold a value in your life. And it's time to, I keep losing my voice here. Excuse me. And it's time to make way for the new beginnings, the new starts, the things that you want to bring into existence, make tangible in your world. Okay. Our first card is the Nine of Pentacles. You've reached a plateau in who you are, and this could be in anything. This could be within the relationship. You find that you've reached this level within the relationship, and it's kind of stagnated right there. It's not going anywhere. It's not growing in any way. Or it could be work, it could be career, that you feel like you've done all you can in this position. You want to be challenged, you want to do something new, something different. Maybe it's a promotion that you want, maybe it's a move, maybe it's a new cap to wear within the office, whatever it might be for you. It could be about, if you exercise, And you've been up to jogging 5 kilometers a day forever and a day, and it's time to increase that now. It's maybe go to 6 kilometers or 7 kilometers, or try for 10. To push yourself past the limits that you've exceeded. The crescent here, and it's time now to go forward. It's time to step into new beginnings. It's time to face new challenges, do new things. And I even get a sense of some of you that you're saying, well, that's just happened in my life. That I've started a new path, or I got the promotion, or I think you've already outgrown it in some way, that you have to push your sights onto newer beginnings yet. Because maybe you finally got that promotion when they realized you were doing all the work all this time anyways, and it's not really a challenge. You're just getting the pay for it now or something, or the recognition for it now. So there's another level to it. So even if something has happened in the recent past to make you think, well, that's already happened in my life, Tilly, I think there's another progression that needs to happen from that experience, okay? If you're still waiting for the first experience, wonderful. We're all at different levels. Okay, so don't weigh yourself against somebody else. The measuring stick should always just be on you, your potential, how you grow from day to day. The Tower card, the awakening. This is where I'm almost getting a sense of this rebirth, and this is why you shouldn't be sharing too much of it with others. It's like your little secret right now, but there is this rebirth about you happening. It's not near your birthday month, but there is definitely a rebirth happening in this week in this reading for you. This is about unleashing your potential. This is about breaking through that glass ceiling. This is about taking away those limitations that were placed on you, or maybe you put them in place on your own without even realizing it. So pay attention to your habits, your behaviors, what you do and why you do it. You might be very revealing to yourself on what your potential truly is. And we have the Queen of Swords. This is about loving you. This is about protecting your dreams, your passion, your goals, to keep them guarded. It's like planting a seed in the ground and then showing up every day and watering it and aerating it and removing the weeds and making sure there's enough sunlight so that you can grow it into all it can be. And this is you right now with your passions and your dreams. And right now you're just starting to plant some seeds, I think. Maybe you don't even know what seeds they are yet. Maybe we still have to determine that. But they're, even if you've had some accomplishments in the last little bit, don't take them as, the place to rest. It's just a bump. It's like it's a blink of an eye, and you move forward again in some way. Or you're definitely all moving forward. It's just to the extent. And do not take yesterday's as part of it. It's like there's new seeds to be planted. We are coming up on a new moon at the end of the week. Maybe we start to see some things that we can step into that we never even thought of before. It's a new perception or a new awareness that comes to us. And this is about protecting those. Do not let people criticize. If people start criticizing what you are telling them, immediately zip it and turn away, because they're going to give you nothing but criticism. They're going to give you their opinion because they can't see themselves doing that. And so it probably won't be the positive mindset that you need in your world right now to push you into actually putting that seed in the ground, actually moving forward with your intention. For work and career, we have the Devil. Habits and behaviors. Letting the old burn away. The past stay in the past. a rebirth of who you are in the workplace, in your career, in your stature in the community, perhaps. Or maybe it's within the family. But there's definitely about you being the phoenix rising out of the ashes here. When it comes to work, when it comes to career, when it comes to your stature, the way people look at you, the way people react around you. Maybe you go from being the student to the teacher. So there is this, when I was saying this rebirth, and here we are, this is the phoenix rising out of the ashes. This is the rebirth. By, taking away the limitations, taking away the excuses, taking away your list of reasons why you can't go in that direction. I haven't been in this role long enough. I haven't taken this course. I don't have the right letters behind my name. I don't, what are other people can do it better than me can even be one of these silly excuses that we pull out to talk ourselves out of going after exactly what we're meant to go after in our life. This is about you becoming daring, taking a risk on yourself, believing in yourself, stepping into your tomorrow in a brand new way. Taking ownership of your life and your steps into your tomorrow. Relationships, Four of Pentacles. Oh, what can't we let go of here? We have some soul searching happening here when it comes to our relationships, the relationships we're in. Do they unleash our potential? Is the first question I guess they want me to ask you. Do they release your potential within you? Do they allow you to utilize it to the best of your ability, and they don't throw any kind of judgment or resentment or, like, oh, it's always work with you. You never have time for me kind of attitudes might come in. Be careful of those things. That's the little red flags are popping up when things like that are said to each other. We should always be promoting and supporting each other in every way possible. And so when we pull back, like, well, you really shouldn't be doing that. If you want to listen to me, you should really be concentrating on this right now. But you don't feel that in your heart. You don't feel that that's where you're being drawn. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to listen to yourself. Yes, when we are in partnerships, we must collaborate to make the best of the worlds for ourselves together, but we do not compromise. We do not give away a part of ourselves in the process in order to bring in beauty, in order to bring in harmony. And you're holding on to some old, I almost get traditional kind of sense, like we've always done it this way, so what do you mean we're changing it up? And maybe you're the one pushing back, or maybe they're pushing back. I think the world is evolving, especially when it comes to relationships. When you look 100 years ago what a relationship meant to today's standard of what a relationship meant, it's night and day, right? And I think it's we have to go off certain cliffs before we find the middle ground of what really works as a society, what really works for ourselves. So I think we're re-examining how you fit into the relationship, what works within the relationship, what you expect to grow into the relationship or have the relationship grow into. That could be something else. Are you deserving of the relationship? Maybe you're doubting yourself. That you have to understand the beautiful gift that you are giving another when you share yourself with another, and the beautiful gift they are also giving you in the process. This is a time when we can hold on to a grudge or something they did long ago that really doesn't even matter anymore, but we keep pulling it out every time we're in an argument. Well, remember when you did this to me? And you just don't let it go. You don't move past it, and you keep using it as a stake for some kind of grounded experience within the relationship, but it's doing the exact opposite. It's giving it constant upheaval. And so maybe you need to have a little bit of one-on-one with yourself, maybe with a counselor, maybe with a dear friend, to talk through it, to leave it in the past so it is in the past. So you're not drudging up the past and constantly bringing it forward with you. And this is the ugly part of the past. This is the parts, where you got the bumps and the bruises and the scars from. Because we all have that in relationships. It wouldn't be a proper relationship without some bumps and bruises along the way. The harmony and the beauty that you want to bring in the relationship is something that is doable. But you have to let go of something. You have to release something in order for that to be. So, if anything, contemplate on that this week. Understand where you don't feel like you're enough, or you need to do more, or you need to compromise instead of collaborate in some way. Put you as the priority in the relationship, and then work from there, rather than putting them as the priority and working from there, because you can end up, the bottom of the pit and they're jumping for joy because everything's going their way. If you're looking for a relationship this week, and love has its own magic, but for the majority of you, I think it's more of a soul searching within of what you really want in a relationship, what you are looking for that relationship to be in your life, what it will do for you as a person. And how you envision harmony and beauty within that relationship. What are the things that you do, you say? What is the flavor, the flow within the relationship? Maybe it's more on an intellectual level that you want to be stimulated. Maybe it's more of an adventurous, outdoorsy kind of energy that you want to have within the relationship. Maybe it's growing a large family, and that is your priority within the relationship. And it doesn't mean that if you're out there looking for somebody that, it's like, okay, we're on the clock now, we start. It's about just attracting those kinds of people into your world and seeing who intertwines with your heart. Our spirituality is the Seven of Pentacles. Where is our focus? So through meditations, I would say affirmations are important this week for you. Absolutely. Maybe a little bit of gratitude, but I get affirmations a little bit more clearly here. Speak in the present tense. Speak in the third person. Okay. So when, let's say I want to focus on something, I want to grow something in my life, I wouldn't say, I'm a money magnet. I would say Tilly is a money magnet. It's a lot easier to trick your brain and rewire your brain if you're talking about yourself as a person out here rather than fixing the inner you, okay? Because the inner you really doesn't need fixing, and that's where we spend all of our attention. We go inside and we try and fix it all, but that's not usually how it works. So, when you put yourself out there, okay? I have knowledge and wisdom in my chosen field. Look at Tilly. She has wisdom in her current field. It's just easier to do. Like, take any affirmation, make it present tense, but also do it in the third person. Watch how that works for you, okay? But you really want to turn the focus on where you are going. What when we put a seed in the ground, we don't, think about that seed. We think about the end result, the harvest, what it matures into. So we know that we are only in the starting stage, but we see the end game. And that is what we are affirming, the end game to be a reality in our life. Okay, health, well-being, home and family, the Two of Wands. Once again, I get this, we're summoning in what we truly want when it comes to home and family, when it comes to our own health and well-being. Now, have we cleared the area for those things to actually come into being? If you're not talking to each other, then maybe you need to start talking to each other before you're really going to find that harmony. Just saying. If you don't agree with something, it's time to work through those things. It's working through the blockages in order to clear the space for the new beginnings, the new starts. What you want to bring into the relationship, how you want the relationship to flourish and grow, what kind of relationship you want to bring into your world. In what ways do they support you? In what ways do they honor you? In what ways do they love you? In what ways do they show their compassion towards you? Let's go to a Circle of Doors Tarot. And we have the Ace of Knives, knowledge. It really is about gathering knowledge, isn't it? Okay. My word was my beginning, crying out in the dark for understanding, for connection. With my first breath came the light. Darkness transformed into infinite stories. Knowledge. The truth at the end of all truths is all things united as one, the world as a perfect whole. But the blade of the mind cuts the world into pieces, so that we might experience the joy of growth and change. Our words and ideas trace the paths of our evolution, reveling in the divine pleasure of ever more learning and understanding. Your mind is a powerful tool and a dangerous weapon, always ready to know more, to produce an endless parade of concepts, theories, and interpretations. You must keep your mind sharp, fresh, and open, but you must also remember that labels always fall short to the whole reality to which they point. So ask yourself, how do you keep your thinking flexible and adaptable? Where do you capture all of your good ideas? What happens when you keep your mind anchored to the cutting edge of the present moment? And your affirmations for this week are, my mind is more powerful than I could ever imagine. I get my best ideas when I remove all distractions. I am capable of thinking brand new thoughts. I am the master of language. So yeah, do those affirmations. Absolutely. Let's get a power thought card by Louise Hay before you go away. And we have, my income is constantly increasing. So Tilly's income is constantly increasing would be the proper way, but we couldn't get your name on the card. So, okay, I begin now, today, to open myself up to ever increasing prosperity. Well, if that doesn't just bring it all home for us. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.